Well, let's talk boys right now. Let's go into a conversation. Cedar Rapids, of course, ESPN 1600 up there. Scott Unash, our buddy, he does all the coverage up there for us on the Iowa Sports Connection Radio Network. Bill Pickney's kind enough to join us. He's a Cedar Rapids Washington Warriors boys track and field coach. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night, Coach.
Thanks for asking me.
Well, Coach, one thing about the word relays, the 4-bys, and here in this area in central Iowa, we've had the Des Moines East, the West Des Moines Valleys, et cetera, going on. But when you get out to eastern Iowa, you got Iowa City West and Iowa City High. But Cedar Rapids, Washington, what you showed at the Drake Relays, you're definitely in the mix, going to score a lot of team points when it comes to the co-ed state track and field meet. You've got some pretty good 4-by teams there.
Yeah, we do. We've got some exceptional kids that really they're just competitive. They're athletes in multiple sports, and we just enjoy being around them. They're follow with what we do for our training, and they train all year long now. We've got our early morning weightlifting and conditioning and motion type of work that we do in the morning so that the kids are in shape all year. It's awesome.
Well, one thing you notice when you watch the 4-bys, everybody has their way of doing it, but I thought as far as the handoff, the exchanges going on in all the 4-by events, your kids looked like they were a step ahead of pretty much everywhere else, and that's where you took advantage of some of those events.
Well, we like to, I guess I have to go back a few years. Years ago, we used to do the right-left, and we always had difficulty with who was getting it in the right hand, who was getting the left hand, and then when you rearranged your lineup, it changed what the kids got. They may have been getting it the right hand, so they went back and had to get it in their left hand, so your timing would be off. Maurice Blue, my sprint coach, and I had a long talk with Denny White down at the longtime coach down in Mount Pleasant, and he convinced us to go right to right. It's been easy to teach. The kids always know what hand they're getting it in. Our outgoing runner is always on the inside of the lane, and our incoming runner, all he has to do is basically center up because that hand's going to be right in front of his face. So what we did was we tried to take as many little things that can go wrong out of it and try to keep things as simple as possible, and it's really worked well for us. And I felt that at the Drake Relays, I felt really happy. Even though in the 4x2 Burlington had outrun us, I felt really good because we had some handoff trouble with trying to get our steps right. And we had run fairly well with a bad handoff and a stopped handoff up at the Wahawk, at the Quad, and down at Burlington, and I'm sitting here going, will we run well? So we've been practicing it, getting it down, kids start getting used to each other because we lost some good seniors last year, and we clicked. We started putting it together, and that was a great sign. That made me happy.